Okay, welcome to videos on remote lab. Now we'll see the demonstration of bistable multivibrator using 555 timer. So we have selected 555 timer. Now this is bistable. We know that this is not the circuit diagram for bistable multivibrator. For bistable multivibrator, we'll be shorting pin number 6 and 2. We'll be applying the input voltage. There are no resistors. We have a control voltage, and we're going to see what is the output voltage. Of course, this is of a monostable multivibrator. Sorry for that, but you can see, as I said, only pin number 2 and 6 are shorted. You are applying the input voltage, and there is a control voltage applied to pin number 5. So let me just go to my wavegen here. Let me just switch on this wavegen. Now I need to apply the sine wave using channel 1. Let me apply 2 volt and 2 volt offset, so that I'm going to have a sine wave of amplitude up to 4 volt and up to 1 volt, and I can see I can able to run both of them. So I'll be getting a transfer characteristics, meaning whenever the control voltage crosses, let me just make it somewhere around 2.17 volts, output will have a transition. Since I didn't conduct the experiment, let me just put it here. Let me conduct this bistable multivibrator. When I start conducting, you can see now you can see the output waveform, input as well as output. Let me stop this. Let me also see the transfer characteristics, which is add xy. This is what you can able to observe here. Okay, forget about this pulse width and all those things which are not valid for this particular experiment. Now we can see this is the thing. This is okay. What you can do is you can still make this as 0 offset. Now you can see this is VTH. This is VTH, higher threshold voltage. This is lower threshold voltage. This is like a inverting characteristics. If the input voltage exceeds VTH, the output voltage go to 0. If the input voltage goes below VTL, then it goes to plus VCC. So this VTH VTL is decided by the control voltage. So let me also show you what is the control voltage I have. I'll take out this, and I'll just make both of them side by side so that you can able to understand the working of this simultaneously when I vary this. So now this is fine. Let me just make this also come down here. You can see it is around, this is 1 volt per division. Let me just make it 0.5 volt. Okay, let me just have the channel 2 as 1 volt. Let me make only channel 1 as 0.5 so that I can clearly see this. Can you see this is 2.5, this is close to 2.1, which is 2.17 volts is the input voltage, the higher threshold voltage. The VTL is exactly half of that. If I just keep it in run mode, and if I vary this voltage, you can certainly see the hysteresis will move. So what I'll make this, I'll just make this it also as 1 volt. You can see if I reduce the control voltage, can you see it is moving towards left side? Can you see it is moving towards left side? Now it is almost 1 volt. It is almost close to not it's almost 0.87. This is 0.87, and this is almost half of that. If I increase this, if I make this equal to, of course we may not be able to make out that VTH VTL so clearly here, but here this is so clear. Now this is VTH almost 2 volt. Sorry, you can see almost 1.7. You can see now I can make this to a larger amplitude also. Can you see it's almost see here, this is 3 point something, which you can certainly measure here also. What I can do is I can stop this, I can have a cursor. So what I'll do is let me view. I will take out this measure, I will take this X cursor, I will have one normal, I'll have one more normal. Can you see this is the voltage at which output is making from positive to negative, and this is from negative to positive. Can you see? this is VTH VTL. VTH is 3.3, this is 1.8, so this is almost close to that. So which you can actually see what is the, of course this would have been exactly half of it. Let me just slightly make this somewhere here. This is somewhere here, you can see it's almost there, and this voltage is almost equal to this. Can you see this is 3.83, and you can see this is almost this should be almost 3.83. Of course this exactly depends on where exactly you are placing your cursor. If there is a slight variation, you can see let me just make sure that it is, you're almost there. Suppose if you change this control voltage to a lesser value, you can see this will come down. You can see that is same thing is reflecting here. It's almost 2.8 volts here. Okay, let me further reduce it to maybe around 2.3. I can stop it here. I can stop it. You can place this over here. This is VTL. This is VTL, which is around 1.2 volt, and this is 2.4. This is 2.3, which is exactly over here. Can I say this is 2.3, almost there. This is 2.36, which is almost this, and VTL is half of this, which is 1.15. This is some measurement errors will be there. This is fine. So this way we can able to see the working of bistable multivibrator. In case of bistable multivibrator, using channel 1, I'm applying a sine wave with some offset voltage, and I'm applying the control voltage of any desired voltage, so that I can able to get the hysteresis. This external voltage happens to be VTH, and half of this external voltage happens to be VTL here. This is VTL, this is VTH. Transition from plus V side to 0 is VTH. Transition from 0 to plus V side is VTL. Hope okay you understand.